Hello dear viewers, I'm Masood Khan. Welcome you to watch Branding Bangladesh. Branding Bangladesh is a kind of show where I talk about Bangladesh's development. Past few years you have seen how Bangladesh is emerging so quickly. We talk about it, and today we have invited the Ambassador of China, Mr. Li Jiming. Hello Ambassador, very welcome to our show.
If Thank you for inviting me.
Say how about your stay here in Bangladesh?
Well, I enjoyed my stay here in Dhaka and in Bangladesh. Very well.
Yeah, when you arrived here in Bangladesh?
What? Almost exactly 6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Yes.
Okay, great.
So I'm quite settled now.
That's great, that's great. So my first question is the diplomatic relationship between Bangladesh and China. If you could say something about the political and diplomatic relation between China.
Of course, yes. As everybody knows that China and Bangladesh enjoys a time-honored bilateral relationship. Actually, if we see the bilateral relationship as a big tree, then this seed of the tree has been sown by the forefathers of both countries. For example, everybody knows that Bangabandhu visited China twice in 1952 and 1956 or something. And also the Bangabandhu even wrote a book about the new China. Which is newly published these days.
That's great.
And our leader, Mr. Zhou Enlai, also visited Dhaka twice, one in 50s and one in 60s, 1960s. And so you can see that the good relationship has been founded by our forefathers even far before the formal diplomatic ties.
It's a very long-standing relation,
Of course, yes. Yeah. And now we have seen a lot of very, very substantial cooperational projects between the two countries, especially after the state visit of President Xi Jinping of China to Bangladesh in 2016. And after that visit, the bilateral relationship has been elevated to what we called a strategic cooperational partnership. And formally we should call it the strategic partner of cooperation. And what need to mention is that last year, our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina paid a very, very successful visit to China.
True.
And a lot of very big contracts were signed. And since then, we've witnessed a lot of Chinese investment and also increased trade. For example, last year, the trade between our two countries the trade volume reached 18.7 billion US dollars. Which ranks #1 among all countries.
Correct.
So I'm very proud that China is the biggest trade partner of Bangladesh.
Absolutely, it is indeed.
And also we are the biggest investment partner of Bangladesh.
And development partner as well.
And development partner, yes.
Absolutely, we greatly value relationship between China and Bangladesh.
Yes, indeed. Actually, China values its relationship with Bangladesh very, very much because
we do the same, yes. Of course.
Yes, this is a very, very important bilateral relationship, and we have received kind assistance and support from Bangladesh a lot in many, many occasions. For example, for the upcoming, the current epidemic battle that we are in China and we are engaging, we have received very generous support from Bangladesh, friends from Bangladesh government, and from Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina herself.
Yes, we'll come back again about this question in particular. But before that, Excellency, we always believe the cultural exchange or cultural relationship hugely important for any country.
Yes.
So if you could say something about the cultural exchange or relationship.
Yes, I'll be most delighted to mention several examples. This year, at the beginning of this year, we sent a big singing and dancing troupe from Xinjiang Autonomous Region to Bangladesh. And just in honor of the celebration of the Bangbandu year, or the Mujib Pasha. Yes, Mujib Pasha. And at the beginning of April, as scheduled, we are going to send another singing and dancing troupe from Yunnan, which is my hometown, to Bangladesh. Also in line with the celebration of the Mujib Pasha.
Yeah.
So you can see that a lot of cultural exchanges are there. And also, one thing I would like to mention is that the scholarship offered from Chinese side to Bangladesh is also increasing this year. You see, each year we have about 1,000 scholarships offered to our Bangladeshi friends.
That's great.
Each year we have the embassy issue about 5,000 student visas to Bangladeshi students.
That's
and
great.
1/5 out of these 5,000
students
under student scholarship arrangement.
Okay.
So that is basically the
So 1/5 you're giving a scholarship. That's great.
That's right. Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great. Excellent. Excellent. So we'll talk many other issues. And you know, the Mujib Borsho going on. Mujib Borsho means Bangabandhu Centennial.
Yes.
His 100 years birth anniversary we are going to celebrate. Many different years, many different countries, they're celebrating this great year, Mujib Borsho. We call it in Bangla Mujib Borsho or Bangabandhu year, you know. So we'll be asking about these questions. So before that, Excellency, let's take a short break.
Okay.
Dear viewers, let's take a short break. We are coming back soon. Please stay with us. Dear viewers, while you're watching Branding Bangladesh, we are talking to the Ambassador of China. Well, Ambassador, we are talking about different issues. Now, my next question is, you know, Bangladesh, we have huge young population of the country. Bangladesh is a demographic benefit for the country. So, do you have any special message for the young people of the country?
Of course. Young people are the future of any country.
Yeah.
In this country, particularly, I think the proportion of young people is much higher in the whole population.
Yeah.
So it is even more significance that we have a better education and for good training for those young people in this country.
Absolutely.
And as I just mentioned, that China is ready to offer some more help to improve the accessibility to get higher education in China.
Great.
And we offer about 1,000 scholarship of different majors and so on in universities, even for postgraduates and graduates.
Okay.
Also. Okay. And also, we hope that young people in this country will take more social responsibility for the development of this country.
Correct.
Because the development speed is so rapid, especially over the last decade. So I think definitely young people in this country can play a very active role in the development of this country.
Absolutely. Because this question I'm asking, because China, we know that trade is a huge power for all over the globe, you know. And China is almost in Bangladesh. We are depending on China in 60% with China. So China as a country, whole world, trade dominating world now, economic power is a huge power. And China is playing a very, very vital role. So how can you know, improve our trade between China and Bangladesh?
Well, I'm proud that since 2006, China became the #1 trade partner of Bangladesh.
Absolutely.
And the current trade volume between the two countries has exceeded $18.7 billion.
It's huge.
So we will witness even higher trade volume this year, I believe. And also, there are a lot of what we call EPC projects in this country. And Bangladesh happened to be the among the 10th largest EPC market of Chinese companies.
Yes.
For example, the Poraner Bridge, which is a solely invested project invested by the Bangladesh government, Bangladesh money.
Proud of you.
But construction work has been done by Chinese companies. That is what we call EPC. And these kind of corporations are also a lot. And as for investment, China is investing in many, many industrial areas in this country, especially power plants.
Power plant.
There are several huge power plants. 10 times 660 megawatts, big ones.
Big.
Several ones are invested by Chinese investors. And I've been to several of them. And they are implementing very smoothly. Some of them will be put into use even this year. So I'm glad that China can be of some help. And also China is also offering some soft loans for big projects like the Poraner Bridge railway link. We offer soft loans over 3.4 billion US dollars. And we offer soft loans for some relevant projects like this. China is also helping in another way, which is just how to say, under China Aid, which is kind of something like a donation to this country for, say, public health, and also for big projects like the newly building exhibition center, China-Bangladesh Friendship Exhibition Center, and so on. Probably I should mention the public health sector. Very recently, China decided to donate some cash for the reduction of maternal mortality rate of this country. And 670,000 US dollars has been donated a couple of days ago to the relevant authorities of Bangladesh government.
Thank you very much, Excellency. With this, would like to take a short break.
Okay.
Dear viewers, we are taking a short break again. We'll come back again. Dear viewers, you're watching Branding Bangladesh. We are talking to the Ambassador of China. Yes, Ambassador, we talked many different issues. BRI is a very important initiative taken by Chinese government. Now let us move to another issue is, Excellency, we have full support. You know, the epidemic came in China. And as Bangladesh, from our government, from our people, we have fullest support and heart for the people of China. So if you could say something about the coronavirus issue.
Of course, yes.
To make clear the issue, actually. There is a misconception among the people. So if you could tell about the current situation and about previous story.
Everybody knows that in China now we are encountering a temporary hardship, which is the coronavirus epidemic. And up to today, I'm quite confident to say that China has the full confidence and the full capability and determination to win the battle. The reason I can say so is that since February the 3rd, the total number of confirmed cases are declining up to today. So there is a 17 days declining now, and the acute cases is increasing. The acute number is 8 times higher than the mortality rate.
Now declining.
Declining, yes. The death rate, the death number is declining very rapidly.
Rapidly declining.
I think the situation is getting much better and stable now. And recently, Chinese government made a decision which says that it's not necessary for us to readjust all the development targets of this year of the country. So I'm pretty confident to say that for those who are doing business with China, Bangladesh,
yes, absolutely.
You can just sit down and relax. China will get back, and China is getting back very soon now.
Yeah, hopefully, yes, because you showed me before we go for the show, you showed me this is declining like anything. Before it was, the death rate was like this, now it is like this. So it's declining in highest, amount, I guess.
Probably when the TV's program is showing, probably we can show the diagram of this.
Diagram,
also.
yeah. So
I can send this to you.
We have full support from Bangladesh, our government and also our people. We have fullest our support and cooperation for the people of China always, because we believe China is doing business all over the globe. They have a huge trade all over the globe. So it's not a single country problem. It's an entire world problem.
Exactly.
And we have to fight together.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we believe.
Yes, we also feel very, very grateful towards the support from Bangladesh people, Bangladesh government, even from the Honorable Prime Minister herself.
Sheikh Hasina.
Yeah, Sheikh Hasina herself. Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina sent a very kind and a general, how do I say, very kind letter to the President of China, Mr. Xi Jinping, a couple of days ago. And she even sent a whole bunch of medical supplies to China. And we're shipping it back to China. Very big supply, a very substantial one. That is something we badly needed in China now. She knows what we need. She's so kind. So on behalf of the Chinese people, yes, I would like to also take this opportunity to express my gratefulness.
That is why our Prime Minister is called Mother of Humanity, you know.
Yes, that is why. Yes.
Given, yes.
She is so kind towards the Chinese people.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. The next question is, you know, we talked many different issues we covered. Now about the Bangladeshi people, they are doing trade with China so much. So if you could say something about the port entry, or how you can, you know, make easy the visa policy and all that. Yeah.
You see, last year, Chinese government decided to cut any tariff from 97% of the Bangladesh products exporting to China. Zero tariff.
Zero tariff. Yes.
Last year, the agreement has been signed, and now we are in the process of, how to say, exchange of letters. And I think this process will be finished very soon. So we can see that 97 of Bangladesh products exporting to China, tariff-free, absolutely no tariff at all. So these were definitely speed up the increase of the bilateral trade, and also it will greatly enhance the bilateral trade relationship between the two countries. And also China is trying to buy more. You see, there is a import exposition in China, in Shanghai, each year, which is the unique one. Nowhere else in this world is holding import expositions. Only China. And Bangladesh are invited. Bangladesh government is invited for the previous two expositions. And I can see that a lot of Bangladeshi companies already signed their trade deals, agreement with their Chinese business counterparts. And as we can see that even government exporting to China now. China is the biggest garment producer, and Bangladesh is number two. But now the number two is selling back to China, selling to the number one now. Last year we have seen about $500 million straight in garment only. I mean, export to China. That is a very, very encouraging figure.
Encouraging, truly encouraging.
Yes.
Truly encouraging. Ambassador, last but not least, my next question is, do you have any special message for the people of Bangladesh?
Well, I think a message is like this. Since China and Bangladesh is enjoying such a time-honored relationship, and the people-to-people are so friendly between the two countries, and I really hope that this kind of relationship can be kept and even strengthened in the future. Especially during the hardship of China, we've witnessed a lot of support from Bangladesh people. And I really hope that this epidemic will be overcome very soon, and the bilateral relationship will be enhanced in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Li Jing, coming and making, out of your very busiest schedule, you have come to our TV studio. And we greatly value the relationship between China and Bangladesh. We believe the days to come will tighten and strengthen the relationship. Thank you so much once again, Ambassador, for coming
Thank you.
to our studio, Mytv studio.
Thank you very much. It's
Yes,
my
thank you
pleasure.
so much. Dear viewers, you're watching Branding Bangladesh. We are talking to the Ambassador of China, very strong development partner, trade partner, and we greatly value the relationship between China and Bangladesh. And we talked to many different issues. Thank you so much for watching Branding Bangladesh. We'd like to invite our next show. Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you so much once again.